Middleton, he's covered by Tatum. They set the screen, 5 to shoot. Down low, here's Ellis. Nice D from Connor Trigg.
And as you said, Young clearly has aspirations beyond the G League.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, for Young, a lot of it is just learning how to work well within a system. The talent is there for sure, but he still needs to be more aware of what it takes to be successful with a group, not just on his own.
A long-time fans of the team know Coach Keller, he's very fair to his players.
Yeah, and he preaches 3 things, Tim: discipline, control, and respect. Seems a bit of an old-school approach nowadays, but it's a hit with the team and the fans of the Mad Ants.
And we just love Coach Keller. He's great.
Jackson Ellis from the outside. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Got to get creative in those situations, and it's clear Ellis knows how to do this.
Not too much to be said about Young, other than he's a standout player.
Has an edge to him on and off the court. He can be described as curt at times, but hopefully he's just a player focused on improving his game.
And a great assist by Sheldon Middleton as that one goes in.
Can't let Ellis get those close-range looks or he'll make you pay. For a guy his size, you've got to push him out.
Screen by AI. Off the pick. Young gets the bucket.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off. Well, you watch Ellis play, and it is clear that he is a very tricky player on the floor.
Every move he makes, he does with precision and purpose. I mean, sometimes it seems like he's winging it out there, but he knows exactly what he's doing with the ball at all times.
You just gotta love watching Ellis play.
Now here's Middleton. A nice shot by Ellis. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Trigg. There's a screen. Here's Young. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Getting fancy with the floater. Young is not bashful about pulling out this shot.
And he'll let you know it, but Jackson Ellis is as talented as anybody in this league.
Well, Blake, confidence has never been a problem for Ellis. Even before he was teamed up with ATM, he was regarded as one of the future names in the league.
Bishop, no good. The Mad Ants leading. Pass to Trigg. AI. And the Mad Ants tack on 2 more.
A little bit of point guard play coming from the center position. Trigg making a dynamic pass to the open man.
And the Swarm call time here. A big group substitution here for Greensboro.
Well, so much of this offense is based on smoke and mirrors. And if you can stop them, you slow up the whole team.
Yeah, but that's a lot easier said than done. ATM and Ellis have found success by going with what works for them. And if you take away one option from them, they're just going to find another way to hurt you.
Here's Fort Wayne.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. From deep AI.
Does not find the hole. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3.
Shoots from the right block.
Rebounded by the Mad Ants.
And Brian, really, what a whirlwind past few days it must have been for AI.
Comes in from China, gets his bearings in LA, and is immediately traded over to Fort Wayne. Hard for any player to be at their best after going through so many changes in such a short span. Boy, he loves getting looks like that from three-point range. No one near him.
Now here's Goodwin, defended by Carter. They set a pick. Knocked away.
And it's out of bounds to the Swarm as Greensboro retains possession.
The Swarm making a switch here.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period.
Yes, it's good. Well, you know that this offense is going to lean heavily on the smoke and mirrors pick and roll.
And even though they do it with some flash, credit Ellis and ATM for being very refined in how well they can execute the two-man game.
Now here is Tatum. Pass to Randolph. Here's Grace. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
When he's at his best, Grace gets a lot of points inside. It's an important area for him to keep working on.
Ellis up top, covered by AI. And here is Bishop. Here's Jones. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And we know what the Swarm offense is all about, smoke and mirrors. Ellis and Middleton are the engine for this team.
Pass to AI. Now here's Young. Now Grace, covered by Bishop. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. The Swarm with the lead. Ellis outside. Poked away. Schrader the screen. Over AI. Ellis shot is off.
Ill-advised shot selection right there.
I'll say that was lower than low percentage.
No chance.
And the one knock on Young. As talented as he is, he seems to get wrapped up in his own numbers.
He could be so much better than he is if he didn't worry about how many points he was putting up. Hopefully that is something he matures out of.
And it's wide right, hits off the rim.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
And he still owes his teammate a big pat on the back for setting that rock-solid screen.
Now here is Tatum. Sheldon Middleton with the block.
The energy that Middleton brings on D is an example for all these other G League players to follow. Great play to get a hand on that one.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Well, the G League the last few years has increased the competitive level. Fair to say?
Oh, absolutely fair to say. Look, the NBA has been investing more and more into making the G League a true stepping stone for players who are on the verge of being NBA caliber, but they're just not quite there yet.
If you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Grace. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Yeah, an encouraging sign for sure. When Young is sharing the ball, it makes his team more dangerous.
And a pretty tightly... The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Ellis really making a difference here.
I know we've said this many times, but I'm going to say it one more time. He had a great first half, scored a whole lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters. And Tim, you know what 4 quarters equals? $1.
Beyond the catchy name of Smoke and Mirrors, both Ellis and ATM are known trash talkers.
Yeah, they will get in your face and let you have it if you can't slow them down. Part of dealing with the duo is just putting up with all the trash they're going to send your way.
And that's part of what makes him so good.
Now here's Ellis. He's got 10. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Well, if you recognize Jackson Ellis, there's a reason. He spent some time in the NBA before coming here to work his way back.
And Ellis is a guy who has his hands in everything. I think he's worked as a shoe rep in the past. Just a guy who is always around the game of basketball one way or another.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
Now here's Ellis. He's got 12. And out of bounds, the Mad Ants will take it. Well, you talk to anybody on the Mad Ants, and they'll have a story to tell you about Howie Carter.
Carter is very well liked on the team and brings a good amount of balance to the locker room. Very outgoing player who helps the team bond.
Now here's Middleton. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Zadirko. Gains. Good work there as it goes.
He is so good at recognizing the openings and getting the ball to the rim.
Trigg a screen. Pulls up from the top of the key. Again, Fort Wayne.
Well, if AI is a name that sounds familiar, it is because he had a dunk that went viral not too long ago. A couple of showstoppers that occurred in an exhibition game against the NBA All-Stars. It was the biggest thing on the web.
Now here's Goodwin. And Connor Trigg with the block.
NBA coaches, they just love to get defense out of the 5 spot. And seeing that block, it looks like Trigg can do that.
The Swarm making a switch here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Indra covered by AI. And that slam from AI, it was right in the face of Corey Harris.
And it's not easy to dunk over Corey Harris like that, believe me. It looks like AI was able to parlay his notoriety for that dunk into a chance here in the G League. I mean, talk about one play changing your whole life.
Well, if you haven't read up on AI, the newest Mad Ant, he's been playing over in China prior to this. Was apparently putting up some decent numbers for the Shanghai Bears when he was noticed by the scouts.
A baseline J, a tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Nice pass there to set up the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Here's the pick. Pass to Gaines. Over Daniels. Drains the 19-footer.
And AI was on the Shanghai team, got good minutes developing over there.
Well, you can see that AI is a much more polished and confident player, Blake, than the last time we saw him over here in college. Just seems to have taken some major steps forward with his play during his time in China.
I think being the go-to option really helped his development.
Definitely.
The Mad Ants leading. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter play now. Bucket is good.
And AI, the newest member of the Mad Ants, he was a player they went out of their way to get. Coach Keller sees a great deal of potential in this young man.
Now here is White. There's a screen. Pass to Indra. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Trigg.
As you said, Coach Keller specifically thought AI has exactly what the team was missing and was very vocal about acquiring his talents for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and it's easy to see what Keller sees in AI as far as what the team is missing. AI plays with a lot of energy and has the potential to take this team over the top. Smart move by the Mad Ants and Coach Keller to fight for his acquisition. A fight worth fighting for?
Definitely.
It's stolen by White. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Indra, and it's good off the back rim and in.
He seems to have lost his touch. Just 1 for 5 this quarter.
Now here's Daniels.
Defense right on him.
They set a pick. Launches a three. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Mad Ants on top, leading by 3. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And it's Jackson Ellis penetrating. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Wow. I mean, it's obvious. Ellis believes in himself. He wants to take and make big shots.
Trigg a screen. AI, he's guarded by Ellis. And with ATM, surely his ability to move with his size is a handful to deal with.
He is surprisingly nimble for a player of his size and strength. I've always liked the swagger Ellis has. You can see how much he loves making those fancy moves.
Now here's Young, Gaines covering. Young shot's good.
And we get a glimpse of Young's killer instinct. They need that bucket. And he says, don't worry, I'll get it for us.
Goes up from the top of the key. Ellis no good. Now here's Tatum. Defense is right there. Yep, that goes.
Tatum spent a good amount of time in the NBA, and you can see it with his approach to the game.
Yeah, a decade in the NBA means so much, and it's something that never leaves you. Trust me, I've been there. And Tatum knows what it takes to succeed at the highest level, and that means as much, if not more, than youth in the game of basketball.
Now here's Young. Gaines covering. Young can't get it to go. Middleton gets the bucket.
Wanting to catch the eye of scouts just like he did at USC. Middleton, performing in the clutch, will certainly do this.
Now here's Young. He's guarded closely. AI nails it. Well, we know that AI came over via trade. Officially, it was for cash considerations, but the rumors say it was something more specific.
Less of cash considerations and more of roast beef recompense. What I'm getting at is that he was traded for sandwiches. Not a high point for him, but I'm sure he'll look back at some point and laugh at it all, one would hope.
Well, he should be using it as, you know, a means of motivation, Tim.
A leader in the clutch. We talk about confidence, and Ellis has plenty of it in these moments, dating it way back to his UCLA days.
Young, money!
Major confidence under pressure. Young has the will and the attitude to be a big-time clutch player.
It's still within reach.
But their offense needs to be just about perfect from here on out.
And threes better than twos.
Back to Ellis. Another shot. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Gotta understand, this is what Ellis loves doing. He loves to score and score as often as he can.
You know, they had to foul to stop that clock. That's really the enemy in this situation.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range.
Maybe knock down a 3 or 2, who knows?
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Greensboro calls timeout.
Guys, what do you think?
They got 2 options. Take the 3 to tie it, or get a quick 2, then foul.
And if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 wouldn't be a bad call, but the foul has to come immediately after
It
that.
has to come immediately. You cannot waste a second.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The AI, he has something that not a lot of other players this level have. the level of experience from playing overseas, taking a different style of play from his time in China. I think that'll help him make the jump and make him more versatile when he gets to the NBA.
And it's a win for the Mad Ants in the debut of AI. Strong game all around.
And it is rare to see a team not get run over by the tricks of smoke and mirrors. But the Mad Ants were able to survive the tandem and get the win here on their home floor.
And you could just tell that the energy of Fort Wayne has picked up with the addition of AI. The whole team seemed to play with a bit more fire.
And we announced with more fire. But that's going to do it for us here. For Tim Swartz and Brian Van, I'm Blake Zuniga. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast of Mad Ants Basketball.
That's just plenty of time. Hey, let me get at you real quick. Yeah. Yo, listen. Respect. All right, you got me tonight. But remember, we only getting started.
Exactly. Now that you just seen your place in the back seat, everything should be solid from here on out, right?
So it's like that?
Yeah, it's like that. It's not complicated. Or if I say it in Chinese, would it be more clear?
Man, what's your problem with me, man? What you want to do,
whoa,
huh?
guys!
What?
Man, hold on. It's almost like you make it too easy. Look at your boy. Look at his face. Look at him.
You good? Yeah, I'm fine.
Two breaded pork tenderloins.
Thanks, Joe.
On the house, Paul.
Thanks, buddy.
What is this?
Breaded pork tenderloin? Come on, bro. This is an Indiana staple. It's also the only sandwich that can double as its own plate. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
Man, all the big food shows have been gagging to get a piece of this here icon for years. But the owner just shoots them off. Old school, Midwest, no desire for celebrity, only the work matters. You need to stop letting Marcus get under your skin, boy. I mean, he's arrogant, but you're so self-conscious. You'll eventually lose. It's gonna affect everything you do in the court, and then you're never gonna get to the NBA. No, come on. We're only having lunch so you can find out how to get out of the city, right?
Look, I'm sorry, man.
Okay,
I just...
only apologize when absolutely necessary. We need more ambition on this team.
So what's it like? You know, like the league?
No different to this. Yeah, players are faster, they can jump higher, court's still the same size. Better hotels. You wanna know how to get in?
Deal with Marcus, you know, like make sure he doesn't mess up my chances with the scouts.
Here's an idea. How about you see Marcus as not a rival, but more of a teammate?
Why? He's not going to.
I mean, like, I grew up in Houston, okay? I was a Rockets fan, do or die. That was my team. You know, still is deep down. But you, young players, you were brought up in the system. And you probably traveled around the country, you know, in camps and tournaments, and you were probably shuffled around by the AAU. You probably never really had a team, right?
Yeah, the Lakers, of course. The Heat.
Yeah, I'm not talking about respect. I'm talking about love. Okay? A love that charges you, feeds you, and that is the difference between a player and a legend. Show the Mad Ants that you're not just passing through. You show them that passion, the appreciation, and I promise you, none of the time you spend here will be wasted.
What's up?
You're Paul Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Look at that, man. You still get recognized, as you should.
You're AI.
Yeah. Hey.
You guys, both of you guys are like my favorite player on the Mad Ants.
Mad Ants, you a fan?
I'm Zach Coleman. Guys, it's the Mad Ants. It's the Mad Ants.
Mad Ants!
I told you it was them.
Fans of the Mad Ants?
Yeah, man, are you kidding? I mean, we watch every single game. This season has been so freaking exciting, dude. It's so awesome to know you guys are definitely going all the way.
Whoa, okay, let's just slow it down. It's long season.
You're right, Mr. Tatum. You know, one game at a time. But man, AI, I've seen you be under way worse pressure, and you always come through. When you hit that baseline jumper with 2 seconds left to send it to OT in that tourney game you played, man, legendary. Ice water in your veins.
Thank you, man.
Speaking of which, you guys good? You need a refill? It's on me.
Wait. So you know about me? You know how I deal, huh?
Honestly, if I can speak honestly,
Sounds like you can.
I grew up in this town my whole life, but I feel like I know this world, man. I know the game. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, but I consider myself like a social media maven. I know how silly that sounds coming out of my mouth, but I'm serious, dude. Look.
Let me see this, man. Oh, look, you got 50,000 followers? Yo, what did you say you did?
51.4, but everything, dude. Ad campaigns. I boost the social media presence of all these local businesses. Right now, I'm driving people to the Wayne Grove. I'm helping this small coffee shop down by the river. They're outselling even the big guys by the courthouse, dude. But even if they weren't blowing up, I would make sure they were blowing up. But sometimes, it's just great to support a product that you actually believe in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, a coffee refill would be good.
I'm really close to this business being big enough to quit this job, but enough about me. What about you guys? I mean, the Mad Ants and you, AI, you guys don't have a social media presence. Nothing comes up.
I'm been a little busy playing basketball. Don't really have
I'm
time
not saying
for
that
much
you
else.
should worry about it, but maybe I should be worrying about it, man. Ever since you threw down that sick dunk on Corey Harris in Shanghai, you've been a social media ghost. I mean, do you have a social media manager? Because I could be your social media manager. Or just your regular manager if you don't have one of those.
You know what? I don't, but thank you though. Appreciate
Hey,
that.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right, think about it.
Do I still think about it? Yeah, of course I still think about getting that mid-season call to be the 12th man. And I'm always gonna think about it. You know, maybe I'll get that one last ride. But you wanted advice. Be here. Now. Don't worry about what's coming.
You're good to Fort Wayne. She'll pay you back in full.
Let the coach play that.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you saw them at the diner. Okay, we are kings around here. And yeah, sure, everyone in the NBA is a king too, but here it's different. You know, it's like your family's filling the stands in the high school gym. It's just a couple of farm boys playing one-on-one. Hey, what do you say to a couple of kings taking on the common folk in a game against the barn door?
Hey, y'all need 2 more?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Come on.
It's on, brother.
Here we go. Check.
Barbecue chicken alert.
Check it. Ball's in. 0-3. Here we go. Check. Here we go. Ball's live. Check out.
second alert.
Check it. Ball in. One to five. Check ball five. Here we go. Ball's live. Five to two. Hey, that's out. Hey, take it up top. Here we go. Check. Ball's live. 5-3. Here we go. Ball's live. Six to six. Check up. Here we go. Six to six. Check it. Here we go. Ball's live.
first.
10-9. Here we go. Check, ball's in. Ball's in. Here we go. Check. Hey, y'all want some more?
Oh, we really need to be there the whole time? Oh, this is so bogus. We already have 3 road games coming up. Now we got to deal with this?
What's going on?
Directions to the Indiana State Fair. Charity booth again. Coach says we gotta take shifts, man, the meet and greet.
Says we with the Pacers group.
Dude, we'll be lucky to get near the cheerleading section. They do this every year. The Pacers get a choice position between the Ferris wheel and the Gravitron. They stick us at the end of the corn maze.
It could be fun. You know, meet with some local fans, make some new ones. All my time in Shanghai, I never even left my apartment.
Fairgrounds are nowhere near Shanghai, man.
I know. No fried chocolate brownies in China.
Hey, who are you and what have you done with AI?
State Fair, right, cuz? Isn't this fun? This is so fun. Oh, I'm having the best time. All right, step right up and get your picture taken with the Mad Ants. The Mad Ants right here. Okay, don't worry, guys. Stay positive. We'll get some takers. We'll get some takers. Anybody want a picture with the Mad Ants? No? Okay, that's not cool. Okay, be quiet. I think I hear somebody in the corn stalks.
Oh, no, it's just a nest of rabbits, Coach. I've been fooled twice already.
Rabbits? Really? How'd they find their way out of the maze? Hey, you know what? You're starting to bum me out with that negative attitude, eh? I think you gotta look on the bright side. We're all having fun here.
Speaking of which, Coach, no one's come out of that maze for like 2 hours. Is there a point we should be like worried?
Oh, people can get out of there. I mean, I was stuck in there one time for 24, 48 hours, but eventually I ate my way out of there. You can eat as much corn as you want. That's the cool thing. Hey, maybe that's something we could all do. We could all go in there as like a team building exercise, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Where's Howie and Paul?
I think they went up front to see how much longer until the fair was over.
Until the fair's over? Until the fair's over? Okay, now listen up! I'm sick and tired of people asking when the fair's gonna be over! We're all here to have fun! I'm having a great time! We should all be having a great time! Sorry. Shouldn't have yelled. Should not have yelled. Hey, AI, here come some people. All right, put your smiles on. Let's get some pictures. Go on, you're up.
Yes, sir.
Sorry I yelled at you.
Ooh, hey, they said that there was a deep fried butter booth around here.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, guys, did you want a picture?
yes. Oh my God,
All
that'd
right.
be so amazing.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Here,
Here
let's
you go.
bring it in. Come on.
Yeah, like from over there would
Oh,
be really
yeah.
great.
Oh,
Thanks.
just
this is
you
my
guys.
good side. Wait, no, this side. Okay. Hashtag corn maze.
Hashtag grateful.
Got it.
Oh my God, thank
Thank you. Oh, don't use the filter. That makes my face look like old carpet.
Oh, that's not the filter.
Oh.
Yeah, you're...
Yeah, real funny. I'm not talking to anyone for the rest of the day.
Oh, come on, man. Look at it like this. If we lose tomorrow, it'll only be the second most embarrassing thing to happen to you this week.
Really, Coach?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I need to go to the bathroom.
Which one are you going on?
Corn maze.
The corn maze is not a bathroom.
Little help there, big fella? Wow. Nice throw. Crisp chest pass. Old school. I like that. I like that. Now, feels like you might have the skills for a little ball.
Nah, man, I'm good.
I know you're good. I can tell you have the look of a winner. What I'm asking you to do is prove it now and sink some shots. What do you say?
No, man, I'm good. I got somewhere to be. Next time, though. All right, I'm gonna keep my $5 for now.
Okay. Look, I can tell you're a man of uncommon intelligence and savvy. So for you, my best deal. Check it out. $3, 4 balls.
Thank you, man.
Oh, come on, man. Get a prize. The girl you're trying to impress here.
You heard him. Impress me.
Uh-oh, the gauntlet is thrown.
You want me to sing some shots, huh?
Mainly, I'm just trying to score that stuffed elephant that's hanging on that back wall there.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You sure it's, not the green one? I mean, I know it's smaller, but I don't know. Something about those eyes.
Okay. I kind of see it. There's something there. An underdog. Let's get it.
Okay, great. You got to sink 4 shots in a row twice to get that one.
Oh. Ooh, such a tall order. I don't know. What do you think?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say y'all were working me for both sides.
The shot clock's ticking.
Let's both shoot. When we shoot together, then, she gets the green one. Does that work for you?
In the name of love, here we go.
All right, all right.
1 down for the lady.
Tough luck.
Not as easy as it looks.
Wow, you ain't playing.
Another make for the lady.
Aw, I thought you had that one.
Gentleman falling behind here. And she's not letting up.
No kidding.
Nerves get you on that one?
Doesn't appear to be your game, sir.
Well.
Man. Might as well get this over with.
You said it.
Could you just back up a bit, please?
Just doing my job. Tough luck, boss. A nail biter. But in the end, a loss is a loss. Open for another go?
Nah, that's it, man. I know when I'm beat. You got a real shot. I'm impressed. And I don't know what happened to me. It's my job to make those. Man, I must have been nervous.
I'm thinking less about the nerves and more about the elbow flare on your release.
Oh, okay, so you are a ringer then.
I mean, let's just say I'm a firm believer in the fundamentals.
All right, see, that sounds like something that only a player would say. So what's the real resume here? Huh?
I was a starter in high school and bench warmer in college, which coincidentally is also the name of my still unwritten memoir. What about you? What's making the shots a part of my job thing?
I'm a Mad Ant. It's the local basketball team in the G League.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of them. I've been to a couple games. I just, yeah, I don't recall reading about how the Ants were signing a player with frayed nerves, though.
Okay, shots fired. Wow, throwing shade at a total stranger on day one. Okay, I see you.
My friends and enemies call me Nikki.
AI, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Whoa, where have you been, Smiler, huh? Playing carnival games?
Everyone was saying you needed some alone time after Coach cut through your paper-thin skin. Oh, their words.
All right, for your information, gentlemen, you were looking at a man who has just secured a date.
Oh, no! With a carny?
No, not with...
Oh, you don't want to mess with that, man. They're transients, squatters, and they know how to work the fringes of the law. You can't get rid of them,
All right, I
trust
promise, one of these days you're going to make a joke worth laughing at, Howie. I promise you. I'm going to shake your hand when you do.
Yeah, I don't think it was a joke.
Yeah, let's just call it a cautionary tale.
Hey, Zach. It's Zach, right?
Yeah, AI.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Dude.
Good to see you.
So right after you left, I got to thinking, what if I could cut together some clips from some of your sickest plays over the last couple of years and make a sizzle reel? Now, there's not a whole lot online, but I was able to track some down. What do you think?
Oh. Man, where did you find all this?
Man, I just told you, I made it.
Wait, you made this just since we met at lunch?
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Rip some clips, editing software, add some music, done.
And you can put all this on social media?
I can make this set fire to social media, like crash sites. Maybe not actually do that, you know. I have this problem with overpromising. I'm trying to catch myself when I start to do it. But we're doing pretty good so far, man. 1,500 retweets already.
People are taking notice.
We're gonna make them take notice, dude. You give me a couple days.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, would you like to be my new social media rep?
Full time?
I mean, don't get ahead of yourself. Also, I can't get ahead of myself since I can't really afford full time, so...
Hey, no worries. I'm gonna be working all the time anyway.
All right, well, come to the game tomorrow then.
I will be there, and maybe try and hit some stuff to help me diversify the reel, like assists. Maybe a triple-double?
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
All right, baby.
Hey, come to the corn maze with me. Yeah, I hear it's a totally different experience if you go through the exit and the corn's kind of looking away from you.
How are you?
It's very, very awesome. Come on. Tay-Tay, you come too. You can come.
Oh, he did not just call me Tay-Tay.
Surprised you made it on time.
Okay, all right. I'll buy it. Why wouldn't I be here?
I just figured your new PR guy have you doing a couple radio shows and TV shows this afternoon, talking yourself up.
Man, look, we just rented a condo in your headspace. Hey, look, if you're not careful, I might just buy the whole building.
Okay, so you got jokes, huh? You ever get tired of hearing your own hustle?
There it is. My first down payment.
So it's all you now, huh? Just you and baby Zuckerberg?
Zach's on all the Mad Ants, all right? This exposure's good for all of us. We all win.
Mad Ants aren't going anywhere. He needs to just focus on looks from the league. Everything else is a waste of time.
So what, you think that he's gonna help you with the scouts,
No.
too?
I know he's going to help you. And you're in my way.
Have you heard about Vlad?
Nah, who's Vlad?
The Romanian guy on the Nets. They just brought him over. Vlad the Impaler?
I didn't see a Vlad on the roster.
Their center.
Andre Haji?
Right, yeah, but they call him Vlad the Impaler.
Hey, man, don't sweat it, Howie. Whoever he is, we got this.
Oh, you know something I don't?
Yeah. I read up this morning on Wayne Hoops HQ. The blog called us out, saying that the key to this game is neutralizing Haji. And the only way to do that is to get everybody involved, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, you're looking to get a triple-double?
I'm looking to win, baby. Win.
Hello, everyone, from beautiful Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm Blake Zuniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. We've got Mad Ants basketball for you as they take on the Long Island Nets.
And of course, the player to watch out for in the Nets is Andre Haji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, a monster of a big man that is a top talent in the G League.
And with Vlad on one side and AI and Marcus Young on the other, you can expect a lot of beautiful basketball being played.
Well, the Mad Ants will have their work cut out for them. We'll see if they're up for the task as this game unfolds here tonight.
And for Long Island, Vlad is the star of the team, but to top to bottom, they have talent.
Absolutely. They provide a tough matchup for teams because they can run so many sets from inside and out. Reminds me a little bit of how the Denver Nuggets are constructed.
Yeah, great point, Brian.
And he makes the first. And with Vlad the Impaler, they really run the offense through him.
Every set this team has makes the best use of having an elite center in the middle. Haji is a great presence on the floor, and it's no surprise they built the offense around him.
Inside. And Ted Nelson with the slam.
A little sauce on that one. Nelson is great at punching it home and energizing his teammates too.
Here's the pick. Pass to AI. Trigg a screen. Shot off the pick. Trigg. Joseph grabs the board. Nelson outside. And the foul called on AI. That is his first foul of the game. first quarter and about a minute and a half in. Nelson outside. Just 4 to shoot.
Have to give AI credit. When he works hard on defense, it makes a difference.
Nelson can't hit. Well, it has been said time and time again, but it doesn't make it any less true. The state of Indiana loves their basketball.
And it's one reason why a team like the Mad Ants can have such a devoted fan base. It goes across the entire state.
It's in everyone's DNA. Haji, it's hauled in by the Mad Ants. AI with it. Trigg, Haji covering. Pass to AI. Out to Tatum. Back to AI from 20 feet out. Will not go, misses off the front iron.
And Andre Haji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, he is a handful of a center. Does everything you want from a big man, including scoring, defense, and setting up others on the offensive end.
Now here is Tatum. Offensive board. And he drops in the layup off glass.
Yeah, that right there, that's the type of hustle coaches love. AI doing his best to make an impact on the glass.
Nelson outside. Haji over Trigg. Long Island, no good that time either.
His touch has deserted him this quarter, guys, and I don't know if it's ever coming back.
AI defended by Nelson. Outside Young, back to AI, and it's good. He planted his feet firm on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Well, I'm not sure, Brian, if you caught the local news, but apparently some of the Mad Ant players played a pickup with some of the locals.
Yeah, a sight to see for sure. I believe it was AI and Tatum in a 2-on-2 game. You know, small things like that are what makes this team so endeared in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, they really love him out here.
Now a timeout called by Long Island.
Man, Brian, he has to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks, but you have to find a way to stay productive during a shooting drought.
And he may be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies. Sometimes the free throw line can be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
Yeah, good idea. That might be able to get things right.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. The Mad Ants with the lead. Howie Carter, not the most impactful player on the floor for the Mad Ants, but he is a valuable member of the team.
Oh, absolutely. He can give them a spark on occasion, but he's one of those glue guys. Fantastic chemistry with the rest of the team, and he just knows his role.
Now here's Russell. Pass to James. Over to the left wing. From 12 feet out, that one wide left.
They haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And Connor Trigg throws it down.
I get a sense that Trigg doesn't like to mess around when he's near the basket. He likes to make some noise.
Kendrick Price in the high post. Fresh. They set the pick. Pass to James. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Got the D worried about him inside and knocked it out from the outside.
Now the Mad Ants with it. Russell with the steal. The finish. And then Brad James with the dunk.
Well, that fast break, it went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then just perfect execution.
Such a joy to watch.
Got it off in time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter.
A reminder that
a closely contested game here at the start. Both teams changing it up here. And when Young is on the floor, you know he is going to be a threat to score.
Offense just comes so easy to Young, and he knows it. You hope he finds a way to expand his game, but when you need a bucket, he is such a good option to have.
Kelsey, that shot missing, and Fort Wayne the other way now. On the wing, AI. The shot's good on the assist by Paul Tatum.
No excuse playing off of AI like this. He's a threat to shoot as soon as he gets the rock.
Pass to James. Haji. And Andre Haji gets double teamed. And Trigg gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Haji. He's got 8. Now James. Makes it off the glass.
Man, their offense has really cranked up in the second quarter.
Jeez, that field goal percentage is now in the 60s. It's tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
And with Marcus Young, perhaps the first thing you notice about him is the killer instinct on the court.
Young is a player that is always looking to exploit a weakness or catch a defender slipping up. Sometimes he'll get too focused on that aspect of the game, but I'd say it's worked well for him so far.
It's Andre Haji, high post. Second chance shot. AI grabs the miss. The Mad Ants trailing.
A 2-for-1 situation here if they go quick.
Just got to find a good shot in time.
He's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He makes that reverse look easy.
Here's Kelsey. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Haji. Over Trigg from 13 feet, down it goes.
Not the best start for him, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Outside Young. Over James. Again, Fort Wayne.
Keeping the mid-range area alive. Like watching Young mix in this shot when he sees an opportunity.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Without question, Andre Haji displaying his skills today.
What a first half it was for him. Surpassing his average point totals up to this stage.
Yeah, he's on pace for a Tim Swartz game, which is a monster game. You know, it's too bad he can't score like this every night.
One thing you have to admire about Coach Keller is his commitment to having the team stay involved with the community.
When you create an atmosphere like that within a locker room and the surrounding city, you get more than the sum of your parts. Keller inspires his players by really making what they do larger than the result on the floor.
Pass to Trigg. There's a screen. AI inside, defended by Nelson, and that one's good. AI.
You know how things get around here in Fort Wayne. When the Mad Ants play, the entire city pays attention. The whole city shuts down as they love to support their local G League chapter.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming up. And you can see the respect and commitment both the fans and the Mad Ants show each other.
Yeah, it's great to see. And a lot of G League teams might not get the recognition they deserve around the country. But look, that is not the case here in Indiana. The Mad Ants are the story around these parts. Very passionate fans who really love this team.
I mean, Indiana loves their basketball.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he's off from 17 feet.
Boy, I mean, there's no excuse for missing that shot after being freed up by the pick.
Yeah, I love that movement and communication, and coaches love that too. Came away empty, but they got the look they wanted.
And of course, AI, a name that might sound familiar to college hoops fans, had a good run, a big game in the Sweet 16, but ultimately the team came up just short. Still, showed some great potential in what was his final year.
Yes, it's good. The Nets trail. Pass to Haji.
Over Trigg. Haji shot's good.
Timeout.
And the lead goes right back over. What a seesaw battle we've got here.
Absolutely. This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can grab it. Somebody's got to take charge.
Let's see how it plays out.
And the Mad Ants call time here. And AI, not the leader of the Bulldogs team, but he was a vital piece.
Yeah, wasn't the leader while he was there, as that role was filled by Corey Harris, but he certainly showed promise. Physically, it's always been there for AI, right? He just needed time to sharpen the mental aspect of the game.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And here is Boss. Pass to Grace. AI. From the top of the key, he buries it.
And AI and the rest of the Mad Ants were involved in some community work recently. They had a booth at the State Fair.
You just have to love that the team is willing to take time and meet fans on an individual basis by having a booth at the fair. It just takes a day for the players, but goes a long way in developing ties with the community.
Just 5 on the clock. Shot high post. And the jam by Milan Mack. Now here's Carter. Trigg a screen. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Screen by AI. Clock at 6. Pass to Boss. Another 3 for Fort Wayne.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Now Russell. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. Tipped away. AI with the bucket.
Yeah, I think AI did some work in his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
Pass to Odom. They set the pick.
And the head coach of the Mad Ants, Gordon Keller. He's a back-to-the-basics kind of coach. He's going to drill the fundamentals and accountability to this Mad Ants roster from the first whistle to the final horn.
Pass to Fresh. Here's Russell. Now Campbell. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Grace. The shot by Campbell, no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Russell with the bucket.
A huge hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
The Mad Ants with the lead. Carter with it. To the middle. Here's AI. Makes it off the glass.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Pass to Fresh. The baseline J. That shot, no good. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head into the fourth quarter. Mad Ants ahead, leading by 6. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play. The Nets making a switch here. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And Blake, from what we've seen so far, if I were you, for your health, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, that'd be a very bad idea.
Pass to Randolph. AI up top. Tatum. The 19-foot shot. Up again. Great
positioning on the putback.
Yeah, his coaches are just thrilled when Trigg does that type of dirty work. Getting after it on the offensive glass and salvaging the possession.
And here is Haji. Good work there as it goes.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Screen by AI. Now here's Young. Odom defending. AI outside. To the left side wing. Up top Young. Odom defending. Puts one up from 19. And again, it's Fort Wayne.
Didn't find a very good shot there, but 2 points is 2 points.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, coach can't be happy with their defensive rebounding. They've been spectating after a number of missed shots. And
Now here is Daniels. He's tightly guarded. Pass to AI. And no good, trying to use the glass. Here's James. And there it is, the final whistle. Mad Ants win. Fantastic performance from the team to defend the home court.
And there were standout stars tonight, sure, but I like the way that the whole team, everybody, that was a key factor in Fort Wayne coming out with the win.
offensively, the Mad Ants seem to be gelling, and you can just see when this team is on the same page. And they gave us a peek of how deadly they could be on offense tonight.
And that's about all she wrote, folks. For Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Zuniga. Thanks for joining us on this presentation of G League basketball.
What's your name? You're working hard, right? Fighting.
Yeah, but I keep slamming into this wall.
Why?
I don't know. I'm doing everything right. I keep my head down. I grind.
But you're still hitting that wall. So climb over it. Find your way around it. Dig a tunnel underneath it. Do not think about this wall as a barrier. Think about it as a question.
What's the question?
When I was a little kid, I wanted a big sounding job, right? Just like everybody else. I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, president.
Astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut.
Right. But then I got older, and my heart told me something else. Words. I loved how they sounded when I gave them context, purpose. I knew I wanted to be great at it, and everyone told me that it was impossible because of the barriers, right? I'm a female. The odds, the competition, I'd never be able to make it as a living. And unfortunately, they were right. Every single door that I knocked on was slammed in my face.
But you knew they were wrong.
I knew that I could write. But I had to think about why I was being rejected. What were my flaws? Regroup, rethink.
You went over that wall.
I built a ladder.
So, what happened?
Oh, it all fell apart, and now I just troll around at carnivals looking for stuffed animals to complete my collection.
Oh, right. See, that's impossible. Can't be done.
No, now I have a great career. And it pays me enough that it's my only job, and it continues to grow. I am a sports writer and owner of Wayne Hoops HQ.
Wait, Wayne, that's you? That's amazing. I read you, like, all the time. I always thought you were a guy.
Oh, okay. Because girls can't write about sports.
Nah, the exact opposite. I always thought it was written by a dude named Wayne.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, your piece about Ben Simmons' development as a passer, man, I read that like 50 times.
Thank you. Yeah. I did feel like going out with you was kind of touchy territory and crossing a line, so I kind of wanted to see how this went before I told you about it. What I do is very important to me, so anything that could call that into question is a red line.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I want to get you something before you leave.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah,
What is
company
oh,
on your
no.
walk home.
Thank you. Thank you for this giant elephant.
No, you won't look creepy at all. Just tall guy, his stuffed animal.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Rhymes with ash can? Yo, it's your boy AI coming at you from Fort Wayne, Indiana, all by way of China and the Shanghai Bears. What's up to my people out there? What's up, Wei? What's up, Zhang? What's up, Coach? Hey, Corey Harris, I'm coming for you, man. I'm not gonna take it easy on you, but man, we're gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. How was that?
Not magic, but it works. Yeah, it works really well actually. It's real. It's unfiltered, you know? It's gonna give me something to cut into the gameplay so that people get to know the real you.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to come off like I'm just trying too hard to promote me only. I want my game to speak first.
Your game is gonna speak for you, man. I'm gonna speak for you. There's nothing wrong with having a couple more voices in the room.
Look, hey, you gotta keep your wrist loose, all right? You're shooting too flat.
What do you care how I shoot? You're the one with the game coming up.
I know. Look, one more time, okay? Wrist loose, elbow in. Woo! That's right, baby. Feels good, right?
It does.
Hey, so, you think I screwed up with Nikki?
What, on that date?
Yeah. I think that she thinks I'm nervous around her now since she's a reporter.
Are you nervous?
Well, maybe, I guess, but I mean, it's not like because she's a blogger. I mean, I think about her all the time, like, she's in my head, man. Like, it's actually kind of nice. You know, it feels right. It feels like something's happening.
Wow. It's the unflappable AI finally getting butterflies.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of like what Paul was saying about the city. Like, I've had girlfriends before, but I mean, not like this. Something about her just makes me feel like I'm home.
What? We open on the two of you driving through Amish country. You're going through one of those covered bridges. New idea. Yeah, you're wearing those hats and overalls. Yeah. You open it up on the two-lane blacktop. You see those rows of corn going by. She's looking at you, and you can see it in her eyes. This is good, man. I can sell this. What are you doing this weekend?
All right, let's reel it in, Zach. Let's reel it in. All right, let's tell the game. Okay, let's focus on the game.
There's no line anymore, AI. It's all the same brand. You want to get to the next level? This is what you have to do.
Let's keep it at the game for now, okay, man?
That's not enough.
Well, it has to be. Okay? For now?
Fine. Yeah, for now. Fine for now, yeah.
Most exciting part of the G League this year. The NBA is not far away. Oh, AI, yo. Check out what your boy said about your boy.
Hey, man, get that phone out of my face, Marcus.
Come on. You're going to hear about it anyway. I mean, it's everywhere.
Look, Corey Harris ain't the only player in the NBA.
Whoa, look. It's not just Corey Harris saying it. All of the Lakers are retweeting it. The timing could not be better for me. I mean, I got scouts coming to the stands. They don't want to miss the show. This is like chess. So who's running space and who's head now, huh?
Yo. I don't want to disrupt your flow there, Bobby Fischer, but the scout ain't here for you. He's here for the Flying Dragon.
Please, I would have heard about
Listen,
the
he
Flying
is
Dragon.
the Heat's new forward from China, and he is knocking on the door of a 48-inch vertical.
You talking about Han Shi?
Huh?
Yeah, the Flying Dragon.
Yeah.
He was on the Jets in China. I guarded him when he played us in Shanghai. He showed me up then, but I know his game now. I can take him.
No. The dragon is mine.
See, this ain't about just showing off some scouts, Marcus. This is about winning the game, man.
Hey.
This dude, bro.
Forget about him. He may be here to scout the dragon. Doesn't mean you can't take his attention. Take it.
Yeah, but I can't beat the dragon by myself. But your game plays specifically to his weakness. So I'm gonna set you up all night, and we're gonna take that dragon down together.
All right?
Good evening and welcome everyone to another edition of Mad Ants Basketball. I'm Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We have a road matchup tonight between Fort Wayne and Sioux Falls.
You know, the big story tonight, it's the matchup that goes back to China. AI will see a familiar face as the Skyforce recently gained the services of the Flying Dragon, formerly of the Chinese team, the Jets.
And you know the two of them will want to prove something out there tonight.
And we'll see if having seen the Flying Dragon in person before gives AI and the rest of the Mad Ants an advantage. But it should be a tough one either way.
It's the matchup that fans of both sides have been waiting for. And without a doubt, Sioux City has been energized since bringing the Flying Dragon onto the roster.
Boy, when you add a dynamic athlete like the Flying Dragon, it brings a spark to the whole team. We saw the same effect happen when the Mad Ants got AI.
Now here's Young, pass to Randolph. Tatum, 6 to shoot, over Roberts, and Tatum gets it to go.
Well, you might remember Paul Tatum had some time in the NBA, and there's a chance he could make it back. A few good performances at the end of the season. There's a chance he gets called back up to the NBA.
And good that time.
This is the kind of thing NBA scouts are looking for. Han Chi showing the ability to finish through contact.
They set the pick. Pass to AI. Rebounded by Evans. The Skyforce on offense. Here's Han. And yes, he got the English that time as it falls.
One of the harder things for a young player to develop is a rhythm in the catch-and-shoot game, but Han Chi is looking solid right there.
From deep AI. Unable to get that one to go. Now the Skyforce take it the other way. Toss to Han. Another shot rejected by Marcus Young.
Well, you might have seen that article about Marcus Young recently. He's certainly a star in the G League.
Yeah, when you have the offensive talent that Young does and are as driven and ambitious as he is, you're destined for great things. Definitely a name to watch in the G League.
Yeah, one to follow, definitely.
The Mad Ants with another miss. Sioux Falls with the ball. Lee outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Randolph.
You know, that was iffy shot selection there with the defender all over him.
Yeah, you just can't rise up over the top when he's guarding you. The ball has to go somewhere else.
Now here's Ducey. Pass to Lee. Roberts with the screen. To the inside. And it's Han Chi with the jam.
Well, you can't help but notice the raw athleticism of Flying Dragon. It can just blow by anybody.
Yeah, Flying Dragon's leaping ability is what jumps out at you, but he's very shifty and flexible, and he has a fantastic first step. One of the best athletes in all the G League.
It's such a treat to watch.
Now here's Carter. Trig a screen. To the paint. Here's AI, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Yeah, I think AI did some work on his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
Barton in the post, covered by AI. Here's Evans, and he can't hit that time. The Mad Ants go the other way with it.
Just talking with AI and the rest of the team, you get the sense that AI has really started to find himself on, and maybe more importantly, off the court. Having a few games under his belt with this team has put him at ease, and the results are visible on the floor.
Pass to Barton. Benjamin, he's guarded by Grace. Right at the free throw line, rebounded by Trigg. And for the Fort Wayne coaching staff, this is what they hope for with AI.
Sometimes for a guy like AI who has bounced around, it's just really about finding the right environment. It seems he is starting to come to peace with himself, with this group, and you can see it in his play and in his attitude, really. That can be huge for someone who has the potential that he has.
Well, a handful of players on this Mad Ants roster could make the jump to the NBA someday. Howie Carter, not one of them.
Yeah, you know, Carter's a very talented player, but he doesn't have a standout skill that will land him on an NBA roster. He knows it, but just appreciates the process of trying to improve his game.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. AI outside. No good on the three. The Skyforce trail. Here's Barton. AI grabs the miss.
That is such a low percentage shot.
Look, he's got to remember, he's got 4 teammates out there with him. He doesn't need to do it all by himself. This is a team game.
Yeah.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Mad Ants ahead, up by 6. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
And our brand new pizzeria stand has opened behind section 119. Try a hand-tossed pizza.
Both teams making some changes here. Now here's Starks, guarded by Young. Hahn, it's hauled in by the Mad Ants.
You know, road life in the G League, it can be rough. Getting wins as an away team, it's no easy task because travel isn't as easy as it is in the NBA. A lot can go wrong on the road, and it feels like everything is stacked against you at times.
Now here's Starks. It's stolen by Paul Tatum. Fast break, here we go. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Here's Starks. Outside Hahn. Got a piece of it. Well, the Mad Ants were excited to land AI, and he's continued to improve his game since he's arrived.
He has put in work and is razor sharp in his focus. Sometimes a player is a late bloomer, and that might be the case with AI, given how he's stepped his game up.
And that one's good. Splitter.
Vision and patience. Hanchi showing both, finding the open man.
Screen by AI. To the middle. Ducey with the steal. And here they come. It's stolen by Tatum.
With the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, if they can hurry it up.
Got to be quick.
Count that one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Every pass is with purpose, and their last 10 points have come off of assists. Great team basketball on display right now.
And Flying Dragon coming over from China, just like AI on the Mad Ants did.
The two, they had faced off against each other, had some great battles from what I've heard, and maybe that will carry over to this side of the Pacific.
Well, we can only hope.
Well, from what we've seen so far, Hanchi relies on his leaping ability, his athleticism, his aggression. He needs to improve the shooting range, though.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes both.
Another trip to the Stripe Forum and a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter, a little more banging.
And that's serving them well, sinking out contact and putting pressure on the defense. You don't get the name Flying Dragon by staying on the ground. He is sporting a 48-inch vertical. You combine that leaping ability with his height, and he might be one of the most feared aerial artists in short time.
Here's Barton. And the miss. Not the best shot selection there. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. And the third quarter about to get underway here. What a game we're seeing from Han Chi.
His decision-making has been flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from him in the first half. He wasn't forcing anything.
But I think here in the second half, they may want him to be a little more assertive, start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Good point.
With the numbers he puts up, you figure it was just a matter of time. NBA teams have their eye on Young.
Not surprising at all, given his burst. The latest rumor is that the Lakers have the most interest in him right now, but a lot of teams could be looking at him late in the NBA season.
AI no good. Lee outside. Han up top. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, but he'll shoot two. That one on Young.
Well, you figured out it was just a matter of time before the Flying Dragon came over to the States. The numbers and performances he put up in China were absurd. And you just know that a team was going to take a closer look at what he could do over here on this side of the pond.
Now here's Trigg. AI left side. Soft touch off the glass.
This is the kind of awareness you love seeing from Young, making more of an effort to pass it.
And as you said, it was the Heat and Skyforce that made the move to get Flying Dragon.
And the Heat were very interested in him, and they feel he has a lot to contribute to their team. Might take some time for him to adjust, but that's why they sent him to Sioux Falls first to ease that transition. They see big things ahead for the Flying Dragon.
The way that AI has come out firing in his first few goes with the Mad Ants, there is talk that he could garner NBA attention.
Exactly, Blake. If he keeps performing like he has and doesn't slip up, you have to think NBA teams simply can't ignore him. But, you know, the one thing is he can't get caught up in that. Just needs to go out and keep improving his game.
Take it day by day. 90 seconds into the second half now. Pass to AI. To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Trigg's been developing his inside game, and easy to see he's making progress.
Outside Han. Yes, indeed, it is good. And that's his 8th against 14 attempts.
Hard to stop, guys. He possesses a ton of matchup problems for anyone.
Screen by Grace. Inside. A nice shot by AI.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Now here's Han. 26 points for him. AI with the block.
And really a big part of shot blocking is timing. AI showing that he's capable of rejecting shots.
They've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
It has. They've done a good job recognizing anytime they've had numbers and then taking advantage. We've seen it again and again.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Time called here. The Skyforce decide to talk it over.
Man, Brian, he has to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks, but you have to find a way to stay productive during a shooting drought.
And he may be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies. Sometimes the free throw line can be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
Yeah, good idea. That might be able to get things right.
Out to the right wing. KJ Day on the wing. Keith, pass to Jennings. Beyond the arc. The Skyforce again can't hit. AI outside. Daniels, guarded by Jennings. Here's Daniels. He has 5. AI with the bucket.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Keith. They trail by 14. Pass to Jennings. Back to Evans. Over Trigg. And once again, off the mark by Sioux Falls. To the middle. Calderon got a hand on it. And he recovers it. It's good. And so here is Sioux Falls. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
And that'll be Sioux Falls' ball as it goes out of bounds. Skyforce able to keep the ball here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Roberts. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the shot.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep. The one thing with Coach Keller is that he wants to impact more than just basketball knowledge to his players.
Absolutely. Coach Keller is of that vein where he wants his players to experience life outside of basketball, to be well-rounded men in the community. I know it's something that the players get behind and appreciate from him.
Yeah, he's just such a great coach on and off the court.
Now here is Roberts. And it's slammed in by Anthony Starks.
Good pass from the power forward. Roberts is all about doing what he can to do to get wins.
Tatum with the ball. Roberts on him. Knocks it loose. Fast break, here they come. Goes up on the stripe. That one a little long.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards.
Down low, Starks. Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and he'll have that ball there waiting for him.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Mad Ants on top. They lead by 14. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. The Mad Ants making a switch here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's Han Chi with the drive. AI with the block. And they're able to recover. And here's the fast break. Here's Randolph. Good, and the assist goes to AI.
Well, that speaks to the intelligence of AI. Knows when one of his guys isn't being covered.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mad Ants ball. And the Skyforce making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Around 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Young. He's guarded by Lee. To the inside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The Skyforce making a switch here. And that one misses.
The AI, he has something that not a lot of other players this level have. The level of experience from playing overseas, taking a different style of play from his time in China. I think that'll help him make the jump and make him more versatile when he gets to the NBA.
The defender a little hesitant to get in his way as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's Young. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And the coaching staff loves this. They want Young to be aggressive in looking for his shot.
Outside Roberts. There's a screen by Evans. Outside Hahn. Knocked away and stolen by AI. Randolph in the post. Roberts on him and can't cash in from close range. Here's Hahn. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw.
Shooting for Fort Wayne, Lou Grace. Shooting 1.
As every G League player knows, it's a long, hard road to the NBA. But of all the guys I've talked to, no one seems more prepared for the journey than Grace. He knows nothing's going to be handed to him, and he's out here to prove himself.
Well, their offense is kicked into gear, but it's come just a little too late.
I think it may be, but at least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively, but too bad it's past the point where it'll do them much good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hits it from three-point range.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
Oh, I think the lights are out. Give them a ton of credit for the job they did here today.
Just so businesslike, so calm, such a dominant performance.
So both teams. And that's the buzzer. Mad Ants win. They showed a lot of grit to come in here and walk out with a road win.
And coming out of Sioux Falls with a road win, it is no easy task. Guys first were fired up with Flying Dragon added to the team, but the Mad Ants were able to stick in control and put things away.
And I think the Mad Ants are the type of team to elevate their own level of play in order to spoil the debut of someone like Flying Dragon. Fantastic effort from them.
And some momentum being built for the Mad Ants with this win. That'll be it for us here in South Dakota. For Tim, Brian, and everyone here, I'm Blake Suniga saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yo, AI.
So, you the big scout that everyone's been talking about. So what you think, man? Am I finally walking?
Look, Coach Keller might seem like he has a bag of marbles in his head, but the dude knows the game, man.
That doesn't really answer my question, but...
I'm here, aren't I?
Something's still missing.
Look, Marcus Young. Kid can play. A lot of eyes on him, too.
What's with you, man? I try to ask you a direct question, and all I get is this runaround. Like, I don't understand.
There you go. Like the world owes you a spot in the NBA.
All I do is work. That's all I do. And I just can't get a break. That's my problem.
You said it yourself. Something is missing. Don't ask me for answers you already have.
Well, so Marcus has this all figured out, and I don't?
Maybe. Look, I like Marcus' game. I've never talked to him. I don't know him. I do know you. People are starting to talk about you. You're making people's boards. Scouts are looking at you. But there are a lot of other guys out there, too. And what separates you? Why should I pick you over Marcus?
Whoa.
What are we doing right now?
This is my teammate, Howie.
I know who he is. His form is impeccable. It's a work of art. The rest of his game is basically rec league, but his form should be taught in books.
You're Big Toonie, right?
I am.
Why isn't my hand going through you like it does with other ghosts?
Nope. We're not doing, nope.
The point is, AI, you're close. Just one missing piece.
He did say that thing about my jumper, right? I didn't just dream that?
Who raised you? That's what I want to know.
Oh, because I'm gonna make my future children so sick of that story, it's gonna be great!
Listen, I want you to start selling what Marcus Young is gonna be 6 months from now.
Then they're gonna turn around real quick. Exactly. See, you and I are gonna do great things. Watch. So I'm in Texas right now. We have one more game against the Vipers, but then after that, I want you to... Yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow. I didn't hear you.
It's your room too, you can take a call.
Yeah, but I just didn't want to take it in the hallway, because everybody would hear, be asking, like, Marcus, what's going on, you know? You know how it is.
Yeah, man, I get it. Yeah.
Only a matter of time.
All right, well, you know what? I'll let you get back to it. And I'm sure you got a few more phone calls to make.
Nah, I got too much energy. I'm about to go get a run in. You can take the room. Plus, you look real tired anyway.
You know, there's more to this game than taking the last shot and getting your numbers. Corey Harris taught me that.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Were you guys on the beach, under the stars?
Man, go take your walk, man.
I met plenty of people like you, AI.
You know nothing about me, bro.
You think you're special. You think the whole world revolves around your thoughts, your feelings. I got a family, and people counting on me just like you. There's 491 players in the NBA. Most of them, like Corey Harris, like blue blood, so everything was just handed to him. The rest of us, we down here, we gotta fight for the few spots that they didn't take. So if the only chance I have is by stepping over my competition, I'm gonna do that by any means necessary. And right now, that's you. You better believe if I gotta go through you, I'm gonna slice you right down the middle and clear that path.
Doesn't have to be that way, man.
It does have to be that way. And you know it. Even though your little girlfriend downtown got your brain off.
Don't you dare bring her into this.
Whoa.
Don't you dare talk about her.
Whoa.
Don't you dare.
Whoa. I touched the nerve.
Keep talking, man. I dare you. Keep talking.
Hey! Knock it off! Knock it off, guys! You lay one hand on him, and you're benched against the Vipers, okay? You too, Marcus. I'm serious. I don't know what started this, and I don't care. It ends right here, right now. You got me? Do you got me?
Yes, Coach.
Yeah, Coach.
Come on, guys. I came up coaching high school volleyball, okay? And those kids never gave me this amount of grief. Not once! By the way, it's a very complicated sport. Don't know that I ever fully got it. That's beside the point. Get your gear. You're rooming with Howie now.
Oh, dude, awesome. Yeah, we just gotta get you some earplugs.
Oh, Howie, do us all a favor, dude. Go to the drugstore, get one of those nasal strips, staple it to your nose.
Well, no, Doc says it's hereditary.
It's not hereditary, dude. I'm telling you, okay? You have a serious medical condition. And the rest of you guys, why don't we try to act like adults, okay? It's clearly hard for us to behave like basketball players, so let's just be adults. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go hit the showers.
A 9-year-old Metro girl has a new lease on life thanks to surgery at the hospital for sick children. Tracy Hooper was given the liver of a 9-year-old accident victim in a 4-hour operation. Hooper is in critical but stable condition, normal after such an operation. Her condition will be monitored for 72 hours to see if there's any sign of organ rejection. Rick Manson's World Motion Tour is over, and what a success it was. Manson skateboarded across Canada in 11 months, raising over $14 million to fight heart disease. He covered over 5,000 miles, averaging about 100 miles per day. Manson says he wants to thank all who donated to his cause and wants to remind us that even though his journey is over, the battle against heart disease must continue. Tom and Harriet Banks are the lucky winners of this past weekend Super Lottery draw. The pair came forward to claim an $11 million prize.
Hey!
To face the media.
Oh, it smells like exhaustion and sadness in here. You're lucky I got some medication.
Why does this look like something I need an alibi for?
I know how you get hard on yourself, okay? So I was walking back from the pharmacy, anti-snore strips in hand, when I ran into this guy in the alley. And he looked tweaky, but he knew a guy who called a guy, and BAM!
Whoa. Hey, pretty sure fireworks are illegal here, bro.
Not when we're 5 miles from the Mexican border.
Somehow that makes him sound more illegal.
Will you relax? Fireworks are legal within city limits, and since we're in the middle of nowhere, you can lighten up, my friend. By lighting up. What do you say? I'm only gonna ask one more time.
Let's do it. Hey, come on, man. Quiet down.
I'm not any louder than the fireworks are gonna be.
Look, I'm just trying to make sure the coach doesn't notice us. I'm already on thin ice.
Let's be honest, man. We played like garbage tonight. We were uptight. We were stiff. The road's getting to us. For the good of the team, man, you need to chill.
Right.
Blow
Listen,
off some steam.
I'm having a great time. I just want to make sure I keep having a great time by not getting caught.
Oh, well then. Here's a big old double shot of good time right here. I'll light one end, you light the other. Amen. Let's not hit the bus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I told you. Oh, I think I'm in love.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh.
Howie? Yo, Howie?
Oh,
Howie. Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Nothing happened.
Run!
All right, everybody, listen up, listen up. Unfortunately, the fire department says the cause of this fire was most likely fireworks. Some kind of projectile. Pow! Okay, and I'm especially bummed because I lost all my cool clothes in the fire. Now the fire department has to go inside the building and make sure it's all safe for us before we return. And guess what? That's time we don't have. That might take all night. Howie.
Huh? Well, yeah.
Did you go to the drugstore?
No.
Get those breathing strips like I told you?
No. I mean, yeah, yes. Breathing clear, sir.
All right, good hustle.
Thanks, Coach.
The rest of you guys are gonna hustle onto the bus, and I'm gonna try to figure out who started this fire! What kind of basketball team burns down their own hotel? Onto the bus. Everybody.
You can't leave me hanging like that.
Wait, what you mean?
Come to our game against... ... that's all you said.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm in our game against the Memphis Hustle. It's our last road game, the Classic. Playing in the old school gym in Nicetown.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Can't wait to see you. What's wrong?
Nothing, just, the road, this game.
You're on the right path, AI. The bigger vision, it's there.
Yeah, that's what Big Toonie kept saying.
What? Big Toonie? That's like seeing Bigfoot or Einstein and they had an encyclopedic knowledge of the Euro step. You met him?
Yeah, I actually met him a couple times.
Okay, and this is the first time that you're telling me? This is the first thing we're talking about when I get into Nightstown. All right, get some sleep.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
How come?
Well, there was a fire at the hotel.
What? Are you okay?
Yeah, everybody's totally fine. It's just, just a crazy accident. But, we sleeping on the bus tonight, so never a dull moment.
I feel like I'm walking through an old shoe.
Boy, you need to show some respect. This place is basketball. And we are nothing without the old shoes that came before us.
We should focus on some new shoes.
Looks like somebody hit copy and paste 12 times on a computer.
Yeah, man, they even step the same.
Man, yo, your girl is a great writer. Tell Coach I'll be in a minute.
What?
gotta step it up, y'all. We got 10 points to come back from. Look alive and start passing more.
You mean start passing to you?
I mean start turning the game up.
Oh, so if I give the ball to Howie every time, you'd be okay
Howie
with
not
that?
gonna make no shot.
Hey, don't drag me
You
into
only
this.
worried about this because you know that scout's in the stands again.
AI, Marcus has the matchup in this game. You know he has a point. You've seen it. If we're gonna win this, it has to go through him. Come on, bro.
Whatever you say, AI. We're behind you.
Marcus. Hey, you want to beat these guys? Let's do it together. Pick and roll.
What's the catch?
No catch. I'm about winning. That's how we do it.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. First half is in the books between the Hustle and the Mad Ants.
And Memphis was able to jump out to an early lead, but you can't count out the very tough Mad Ants team.
I know this team has too much pride to not come out swinging and try and even things up early on here.
Second half just getting going, so let's move on to the action. Well, you watch Marcus Young play, and he just has an incredible burst with the ball.
And he has what I like to call sneaky speed. He'll surprise you or catch you off guard just when you think you know what he's up to and just go right by you.
Now here's Hawkins. 10-point lead. This is their biggest lead. Outside Young, screened by AI. And Marcus Young hits from deep.
I have no doubt that Marcus Young will eventually get the call up. He's continued his development quite nicely here in the G League. Very talented guard.
Here's Knight. Poked away and out of bounds. The Mad Ants will take it. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Outside Young. AI outside. Trig a screen. Down low. Poked away. Knight with the steal. Wade outside. Hawkins covered by AI. Wade with it. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. Knight with the screen. From deep. Edwards can't get it to go.
And above all else, Coach Keller, he demands accountability, both on and off the court.
Keller is fair, but he wants people to take responsibility for themselves. That means on missed rotations on the floor and keeping out of trouble off of it.
Now here's Flash. Pass to Wade. Now here's Knight. Picked by Wade. Outside Flash. And here's Hawkins. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They're running. And the Mad Ants tack on 2 more.
They've had a solid start to the second half offensively, gotten good looks and hit 3 or 4 of them. And with the Hustle, you know you're going to get a lot of consistency. They just don't have off nights.
Pass to Flash. Knight with the screen. Let's go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
A big man with nice range. Give Knight these outside looks, and he's more than happy to take them.
Now Trigg. Back to Young. Shoots from 14. Again, Fort Wayne.
He's leading the way offensively. Can they ride him back into it?
The Hustle leading. Time called here. The Hustle decide to talk it over.
Man, Brian, he has to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks, but you have to find a way to stay productive during a shooting drought. Well, one thing you know with the hustle is that they are going to be focused all game, Brian.
At times, the group has been called emotionless, but I think that's unfair. The hustle never get in their own heads, no matter if they have a big lead or a big deficit.
And I like that even keel attitude.
Offensively, their field goal percentage is creeping up towards that 50% mark, which is a nice change from the first half. Wouldn't you say, Tim?
Absolutely, and with their offense clicking and the score in their favor, they hold momentum right now.
Back to Carter to take the lead. That shot missing. The hustle will go the other way with him. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Conley. Now Beal. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Carter. And for Howie Carter, he does a good job creating for others.
Yeah, Carter, he's not the type of player who's going to drop 30 on you, but he does have a very steady impact with his ability to create space.
Now here's Dedmon. Here's Conley. And the hustle, another 3.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Outside Carter. Pass to AI. Shot off the pick. A rebound by Dedmon.
With room like that off the pick, you have to drop it in.
Well, they did everything right there, but sometimes the shots just don't fall. And in that situation, you just got to keep your head up and get them next time.
No doubt about it, the Memphis Hustle can play a very intimidating game of basketball.
The team comes at you in a measured and unrelenting way. It's like you're going up against a hive mind of players and coaches, and that's a daunting task.
Pass to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Here's Calderon. He's covered by Dedmon. Drains the three-pointer.
This is the mindset Tatum brings to this team. A true winner who wants to make his guys better.
And what a matchup it is between the Hustle and Mad Ants. Two teams with two very different approaches.
Well, you think of all the characters in the Mad Ants, and it's the polar opposite of the straight-laced Hustle. It's a clash of ideology on the floor.
Both teams will make substitutions. So it's the Hustle now. 2-point game. Conley's shot's good.
Excellent recognition from the center. Knight assessing the situation and making the right decision.
On the wing, Paul Tatum. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, but he'll shoot 2. He doesn't hit the first, and that one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Well, when Paul Tatum is on the floor, he has just an incredibly soothing presence.
Yeah, Tatum just seems to calm everyone down, Tim. All the small mistakes start getting avoided. Players want to play for each other more. He definitely has an impact not seen on the stat sheet, just that it factor.
Yeah, good point, Brian. It is about more than the box score with him.
Count it.
Of all the guys on the court, Tatum's probably been in more pressure situations than anyone. No surprise, he's the one to get them that big bucket.
That's tipped and stolen by AI. They're running. The open shot, Paul Tatum, and the Mad Ants tack on 2 more.
I love that the instant that steal was made, they were going the other way.
Ball pressure leading to the run out. Oh yeah, I can dig that.
Oh yeah, and it leads to an easy basket.
Well, one thing that you can say about the Hustle is that they play incredibly well as a unit.
This group is the very definition of what it means to be a team. I mean, if you look up team in a dictionary, this team will probably pop up. They play with a single purpose, no antics or egos, and they always show up to win.
Yep, count it.
Yeah, there's no question that AI is not afraid of the big moments. There are a few guys at this level that might not have the guts to take control in that situation, but trust me, AI does.
Conley, it's hauled in by the Mad Ants. And although Carter, not a star of the team by any means, he knows what the team wants from him.
Carter knows he is at his best when he's giving them that spark when they need it. He won't let it get to his head and shoot the team out of a game. Just a very solid role player.
6 on the shot clock. Hawkins. And here comes the break. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's AI. Outside Carter. On the wing, Paul Tatum. 4 on the clock to take the lead. It's good with all the pressure. He nails it.
This is what NBA teams want to see. When Tatum performs in the clutch, people will take notice.
Time called here. The hustle decide to talk it over. What's your take, guys?
With under 2 seconds remaining, they need an immediate shot. They don't have time for an extra pass, but if they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win, it's doable.
That's the buzzer, and the Mad Ants complete the comeback. Fantastic win for the team.
Not going down without a fight. Not in this game, and not with his squad, which...
Nikki, hey.
Hi, yeah, first of all, this is totally fine. We can fix this. I only wanted people to know about the fire so that we could see that you guys had a rough night. You know, I thought it'd be a good story before or after a game, whether you won or lost. Mad Ants rise from the fire to play again.
Slow down. What are you talking about?
After I published the story, websites started posting links to the video. You should have told me what really happened. I never would have written anything.
Video?
I didn't know there was a
What
video.
video? What?
Come on.
I've got this. I know how to handle this.
Wait for me outside, okay? Wait for me outside.
All right.
Don't say anything. Just watch this.
I light one end, you light the other.
Oh, no!
Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Who posted this? Coach, I just think I should know who recorded this if
What
it's
did
going
I
to be treated
tell
like evidence.
What did I tell you when I took you on? I talked about discipline and control and respect. You don't have any discipline or control. You just lost my respect. You know what else? You lost your place on this team.
It's over. Everything I've worked for is just wasted, gone.
You can get past this. Spin it, apologize.
Look, I'm not some star player who just sent out a few bad tweets, Nikki. I'm nobody. When you're nobody, they have no reason. They need one reason just to say no, and I served it up. I served it right up to them.
Start over.
I'm sick of tired. I'm so sick of starting over. You said you wouldn't have written anything.
What are you talking
The
about?
video. You said if you knew about the video, you wouldn't have written anything. Is that true?
I don't like where this is going, AI.
But this is your job. This is what you do. You wrote the story, Nikki.
You think that
started
I'm
this.
going to ruin your career for a couple of retweets?
Do you know
What is
where
wrong
that
with
video
you?
came from?
What does it matter where it came from?
Because it had to be Marcus.
I don't know. You can check a couple original postings if you do some digging. So what?
You wrote the story, Nikki. You wrote it. People piled on, but you started this. You wrote it. This is your fault, Nikki. This is your fault.
This was a mistake.
What do you mean?
I told you the first night that we went out what my line was,
No,
and
Nikki.
you crossed it.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Get out.
No, Nikki, I didn't
Find your
mean
own way
it.
back to Fort Wayne.
Marcus the Legend? Didn't even bother to change your username, did you?
You look upset.
You a snake.
Hey, man, I told you I would do everything I have to do to climb over you. And you just happen to be careless enough to turn your back on me. You'd be lying if you said to yourself that you wouldn't do the same thing. So, checkmate.